Hey Steve, here's the videos from yesterday with the driver. I'll try and send you another one too with the 7-iron, couple 7-irons you hit. So this was one of your better shots. Spin rate's a little high, but club speed was pretty good, considering you stopped at the top of your swing, kind of doing the drill. So I like, setup is good, stance is maybe a little wide, but I don't mind that with the driver. Really all you wanted to focus on really was kind of this transition move. And when you do that pump drill, which you're not doing in this video, obviously, but you rotate your shoulders too early in the transition. In the downswing, your hands don't really kind of drop down. They just kind of go out because of your shoulder turn, torso turn, in an effort to get that right elbow kind of in that tucked position, which I still think you need to do, but kind of after working on a few of the 7-irons with that drill where we had the stick, alignment sticks going up over your right shoulder, that kind of prevented you from going out with your hands too much. So to me the idea is that if you're videoing, if you're looking at the down the line swing on the left, that when your left arm gets to parallel, I'd want that left arm across your chest and kind of your hands closer to over, I guess, in front of your right pec or under your right shoulder, so you have some depth there to your hands. Otherwise, your hand path, when you do that pump drill, your hands, your left arm is not really across your chest. Your hand path hands are kind of over your, almost over your toe line out in this direction instead of back here, kind of over your right foot, or like I said, kind of in front of your right pec. So, kind of as you worked through that, I think, that gave you a little more depth to your hands. Ideally then from this position, you can kind of keep those angles in your right wrist, right elbows still flexed, still bent a little bit as you rotate around through. Now as I look at the video, I think, the swing on the right, kind of the face-on view with your iPhone, looks a million times better than it used to. You don't have the head movement, you don't really fall, you don't really kind of stand up out of it, maintain the kind of wrist angles here, good amount of lag, get a little more shaft lean, your head stays behind the ball nicely, you're not kind of up out of your posture. So that that view looks a lot better, especially pre-impact and at impact and just right into there. It looks very good. So I think the biggest thing you were focusing on was kind of the pump drill, but just making sure when you do that pump drill, I still want you to feel like you're getting your right elbow down into the correct position. But if you keep your left arm back, your shoulders remain closed a little bit longer back to the target, that will actually shallow the shaft even better. So this is pretty good. I mean, considering where you came from, this is much better. I would keep working on the same thing. And I will send you another video here with kind of that 7-iron. Kind of talk a little bit more about that drill we did, but I just keep doing the same stuff. Just change up the feel that you do in that pump drill, I think, just to get a little more depth with those hands, kind of in the transition, kind of in the start of the downswing there, kind of in this position. I drew that line there on your backside. I think that's still an important thing to consider with the driver, making sure that you're down in your posture as best you can so that the hands don't get too high at impact here. Swing plane 53, that, like with the driver, like to see that getting down there under 50 if possible. So that goes back to posture. That also kind of goes back to just that transition move we're talking about. If your arms drop down first a little bit longer, and then you turn your shoulders, rotate your shoulders into impact, I think your hands will be in a little bit lower position. So just another thought, maybe another way to solve the issues. So, all right, man. Thanks for coming in, and I will see you soon. Thanks.